Hey y'all, how's it going? I hope y'all are having a good day. Just thought I'd come in and check on everyone, see how everyone was doing. I finally got a little bit of rest. Hey D-Day, how you doing, brother? See if I can get this thing. Hey Kevin. Hey Bonnie. Hey Red. How are y'all? I finally got a little bit of sleep. Running to doctor's appointments this late? Or that's what you's doing today? I'm better. I finally got a little bit of rest. Oh, today. Yeah, I finally got a little bit of rest. Looking at recipes. Oh, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble doing that, right? I've Okay, Patty, you take care, honey. Hey, Miss Bella, how are you? Oh, your wife's having eye problems? Mark with Bumblebee Junction is ill? Alright, let me write him down to put him on the prayer request. I moved my stuff, y'all. I've been trying to clean up in here and get things situated, and I don't know where I've put stuff. That'll work. I tell you what, I ain't figured out how in the world you make a bigger mess trying to clean a mess. Just drives me crazy. Prayers. Alright, sorry, had to write that down or I'd have never remembered. Hey, Aid. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Frank. How are you feeling, babe? Hey, Betty. They're going through a very rough time? Okay. I hope you can sleep, Bella, because I hadn't been able to sleep lately. I finally ended up today asking the Lord if He could take stuff off my mind where I could get some sleep. So I got a few hours of sleep. Sweet dreams, Bella. Hey, Kristen. How are you? I'll try to sleep after a while. Maybe He'll let me get some more rest. I've been, I'm just tired, hon. I hadn't been able to rest very good. Well, my stuff is probably sounds stupid. But I can't get Peaches and Mimi off my mind. I know I gave them to the kids, and I should have. But now that they're missing it, and the longer they're gone, it's not good. And I know in my gut it's those dogs that got them. I know in my gut those dogs got them. I know. But the thing of it is, for them goats to have went through that electric fence, something had to have scared them bad. Something had to have been after them. Because goats just don't go through an electric fence. So I'm just I can't sleep for worrying about them. And I pray to God this ain't just a ploy. Man, I pray it ain't a ploy. Thank you, hon. Yeah, their dogs has killed all their chickens, so now it's a game to them. How most dogs work is when they're in a pack of 2 or more, one dog will start something, and the other dogs see it as fun, and they will join in. It's not that they're meaning to be mean. It's you know. But after they've killed all the chickens, they had nothing else to chase other than the goats. So something had to be after those goats for them to run through that fence. And Mimi is one of those, wherever you feed her, she always goes back there at night. Always. And Peaches followed Mimi. So the longer they're gone, oh, it don't look good. I know things happen. You know, it's not the kids' fault. It's just, it's hard to let go. And if this ends up being a stunt, I'm going to go to Texas myself, and I'm going to get me a little belt, and I'm going to wear them kids out. Hey, Nero. But you know, dogs can't help it. They do their natural instinct. They have to be trained. I was just worrying about some goats, honey. No, they hadn't. They hadn't. They've all been in separate pens. Their dogs was not allowed to go in the pens. The dogs could not get in where the goats were. That day that he introduced them and then left them, was it the next day? Or was it that same? I don't know. Was the first time them dogs had been around them goats in the same, without a pen separating them. But there was people with them. There was people with them, Kristen, is what I'm trying to say. There was people with them. I hope it's not a ploy. I hope it's not a ploy. I pray it's not. But see, Mimi hates dogs. Mimi will take her horns and she will throw a dog. But if too many dogs gang up on her, then she wouldn't have a chance. And then once one animal is killed, the way dogs work, after that fun's over with, they're on to the next one. After that fun's over with, they're on to the next one. And if they did kill the goats, I ain't saying they did, but if it was the dogs that killed the goats, they'll start on calves next. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Narrow, you saying I'm old? Hey, Grandma Joe. So, I just hope. And, the kids it wouldn't be in their mind, well, we've got the electric fence up. But the electric fence was only on the front part. So animals could get in there where they were at. So something had to been chasing them to run them through that electric fence. Something may have killed the goats I gave away, and that's what's bothering me. Because they've been missing now for what, 4 days? 5 days? Mimi never stays gone that long. Mimi don't stay gone over a couple of hours. Could have been coyotes, yeah. But their dogs had already killed all their chickens. And I'm sure it wasn't to eat, because we know the kids take care of the dogs. We know that. But what I'm afraid of is because how dogs are. The reason I know is, my gosh, I've got 5 or 6 of them. And I've had issues. I've had issues with dogs doing that. They get bored. Well, they want to play. They play and they kill a chicken. Once the chickens are gone, they've got to find something else. So they'll start chasing goats. My dogs killed sheep. And it's just things like that. The dogs don't mean to. It's instinct. I'm praying it wasn't their dogs. But the whole time they was out looking for the goats and them dogs following. I was like, if the dogs had chased them and they're still alive, they're going to run further when they see those dogs. They haven't found blood yet, but I mean, shoot, they're in the desert. So, or like a desert. It's pretty much a desert. It's pretty desolate out there. There's some weeds. It's not as bad as a regular desert, but you too, Tim. Thank you. Hi, Amy. But then I got to thinking, they're all the time pulling something, trying to pull our legs, and if they're pulling our legs over this, I'm going to be very angry. And I'm going to have to go and bust some Bobo. Yeah, see, that's one thing that bothers me too, Narrow, is I know guardian dogs and them tossing them the meat, that meat needs to be cooked before they toss it to them, because they can potentially um, cause an animal to start doing the natural instinct. Honey, they do have a drone. Jason plays with a drone, and if you notice, some of their footage is way up high. They have a drone. I know, Bonnie. The worry has made me lose sleep, and I've started having some ticker related problems. Well, the only reason I'm saying it could be the dogs is because the dogs killed every one of their chickens, okay? And they're young dogs. They're just pups. So, a dog's natural deal is, well, what can we play with now? It's not that the dogs are trying to be mean. It's just they want to play. Jared may have the drone. I'm hoping so, but I've got to thinking also, when on one of their videos they had some of those, what they call them, the crabs, the blue crabs, you know what I'm talking about, that they were getting out of that deal, out of that little marsh. So that means if there's crabs that's like from the ocean and it's going into the salt water, there could be gators there. Because I asked Jason, I said, is there gators there? This was months ago. He said, probably. Mimi and them wouldn't know what to do if there was a gator. They had never been around such a thing to where they would have to know to be scared of the water. Hey, Campton family. So I mean, there's a whole bunch of different things it could be, but with Mimi not coming back, that's not normal. She always goes back to where she's fed. So something would have happened, or she's, you know. But yeah. But I'm trying to just give it to God and Yeah, she had to be milked, which she's been gone 5 days now. It wouldn't do no good for him to try to milk her. She's already starting to dry up. Did who eat the goats? I gave the goats to the Crockers, honey. And they had took them to their place in um near Dallas, and they were thriving there. And then all of a sudden they've taken them out to the ranch. The goats didn't know the ranch. The dogs didn't know the ranch. The dogs couldn't be kept away from the goats because there was no way to keep them from the goats. And the goats killed the dogs killed the chickens. So now the dogs know to play, and they gotta have something. So that's why my gut tells me it's the dogs. So I don't know. And now Mimi and Peaches are missing. Jason's dad goat Rusty is missing. So I'm kind of. I mean, I know they do stuff to aggravate us and tease us and everything else, but I don't think they would go so far as to tease somebody about the goats being gone. I don't want to believe that that type of drama would be made up. You know what I mean? Because I have heart and soul in those goats. I gave them two goats. I gave them Mimi and Peaches. I don't think they would do that. Because I mean, I don't think they would do that. I just don't think they would. And then Rusty, which is Jason's dad's goat. Right, right, Nero. I think they are too, but I know but my gut tells me it's their dogs that was chasing them and made them run through that fence. Because a goat just ain't gonna run through an electric fence. The way that fence was knocked down, something ran them through it. And the dogs had never been one on one with those goats without a fence being between them, without a good fence being between them. So, three. Oh, I know. I know. So I'm thinking it was the dogs. Yeah, I honestly think it was the dogs. And if the dogs killed those goats, they'll start on calves next. Because I mean, I know how dogs are. because they get bored. And when they run in, they would do things in a pack that they wouldn't normally do one-on-one. But me worrying over them goats is about to drive me ape. I sit and cry because y'all know how I was with Mimi and Peaches. They were my babies. It broke my heart over Stainer. Poor little feller. Yeah, if they had one dog to guard the place, that dog wouldn't have done nothing. You get 2 dogs, you've got kind of a mess there, but you bring 3 dogs into the mix, and one dog does something, the other starts doing it. Hey, it's all fun. It's not that the dogs are meaning to cause any harm. It just happens. They're not meaning to hurt anything. They're having fun. But once they start doing that having fun, then the wild instinct of a dog will take over. Yeah, they can run a goat to death. They can. But usually that's not how it works. They will gather around, they will run their animal, they will run their prey down. They will surround that prey. And they will grab that prey by the throat and rip their throat out. Oh, thank you, honey. Well, the thing of it is, Bonnie, the dogs had been around the goats when Jason and Jaylena was out there in the pen. When Jason and Jaylena went to feed, yes, the dogs followed them out to the pen. But as far as being left alone with them, they were never left alone with them. As a matter of fact, on that one video, if you listen to Jason, he'll tell you this is the very first time they've ever been left alone. And then that happened. No, 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 no. What? Amy, how dogs work? If you have one dog, you're doing good. You can manage with one dog. You bring in 2 dogs, you're bringing in a problem. Because 2 dogs will work in a pack mentality. Just playing. 3 dogs, that pack turns deadly. They're playing. Well, PJ, the thing of it is, they moved that solar electric fence in front of the other corral that had not been checked yet, and made sure that there wasn't ways for other animals to get in. So all the dogs had to do was go around that corral, find a hole, get in, chase the goats, and run them through that fence. Yeah. I feel sorry for them. My worst is I feel sorry for the goats. usually my gut is right when my gut tells me something, and my gut, it's never, actually, my gut has never failed me, and my gut is saying the dogs. Right, Heather, right. Oh, hey Monica, how are you, darling? Yeah, they're good people. They make mistakes they don't know. You live and you learn. You just live and you learn. By narrow way, everybody makes mistakes. And the goats could have ran till they found a neighbor's house. That's possible. No, they wouldn't have done it to be vicious, honey. No, the dogs would have done it to play, and the playing would have just got a little carried away with it. So I'm hoping those kids keep a really close eye on their uncle's cattle, because man, I mean, it's a hit when goats gets taken out. But somebody's beef herd starts getting taken out, that's going to be a hard hit. That's why I hope they need to really watch those dogs. But I ain't saying they're bad people. I ain't saying they caused it. I'm just saying my gut tells me, yeah, a cattleman will shoot the dogs. That's it. They'll just. But no, they ain't bad people. They did make a mistake by leaving the goats not locked up in their corral to where nothing could get into them. I understand they thought they had it fixed because. Huh? The wolf? But, honey, I've tried to send Jason messages. I've tried to send Jaylena messages to see, and explain, but they're to where they can't get signals, so they can't. Coyotes. Well, of course there's coyotes in Texas. I could understand the kids taking one dog with them for warning protection. And I understand they thought three was better, but forms a pack mentality. Yeah, they can see stuff on Facebook, but they can't reply. They have terrible, terrible. Yeah, it's a mom and two pups. So if a pup starts chasing, it's all natural instinct is to chase and have fun. They're not meaning to be a devastating menace until after they learn to kill. Then after they learn to kill, they'll kill for fun. Eventually. They will eventually. But you gotta think those cows are a lot bigger and can protect their babies a lot better than a goat. A goat is more of a dog's size. Yeah, it was simply out of exhaustion. I'm not bad mouthing them. I'm just saying I'm thinking it may be the dogs that is the culprit. I don't want nobody to think I'm bad mouthing those kids, because I'm not. The rabbit was in a cage, Bonnie. Yeah, they are. They're doing their best. But the rabbit was in a cage. Is in a cage with a pin around that cage. Yeah, the cage is open on top, but if you notice, the dogs aren't out there. The only time the dogs go out there, the only time, if you notice, the only time the dogs go out in the pasture is when the kids are with them. Because the rest of the time, if you watch, the dogs are locked up in the yard. No, they haven't been found, honey. That's what we were discussing. I've been losing sleep, been having chest pains because of the stress, and so yeah, the cage is the open top, but there's a cage and there's also a fence that the dogs can't get into unless the kids are in there with them. Yeah, this is their first wild experience. I'm going to tell you what, if something happened to the goats, this experience should have teach them something. You know? Because what do? We learn from our mistakes. Some mistakes we didn't realize they were a mistake. And then God shows us, yes, this is a mistake. You've got to learn. Yeah, I know, Eva. And that'll be an expensive mistake for them because I can't afford to give them any more. Because I could have sold Mimi for $600. And I could have got $250 out of Peaches. So but I hope if they get them anymore, if, like I said though, it's unlike Mimi to not come home. There has to be something wrong for Mimi not to come home. She has to be either caught somewhere, pinned somewhere, or, heaven forbid, dead. I didn't mean to bring y'all down. Oh, thank you. I just thought I'd give y'all a little bit of different video. I wish I would have had videos of them. Thank you, Bonnie. I wish I'd have just let my camera sit out before and took videos of them playing when they were little. Because I'm going to tell you what, it was cute today, but when they're this tall doing that stuff, that's cuter. You know what, Eva? I don't know. Hello. Hello, Ellen. Much love to you too, Bonnie. You know, I don't know how close the nearest ranch is to them. Yeah, next spring we'll be watching babies. Night, D-Day. Yes, Red, that's true. I've had to put down dogs because couldn't keep them from killing. Not because I wanted to, because I had to. But when they learn to kill for fun, you just can't. See, I've never been around baby sheep. The sheep I got when I got them were more like teenagers. And they were just kind of, They were no fun. No, I haven't been able to chat with them. Now, baby goats are hilarious. Baby sheep I've never seen, been around. Like I said, by the time I got them, they were more like a teenager. And they were just kind of like, whatever, man. Alright, y'all's gonna watch the candle again. And I'll still talk to you, and I'll watch what you're saying up on the computer. Isn't that pretty? You get to see the flickering lights of a candle. Oh no, Monica. Thank you. That is a battery operated candle. That is not a real candle. I screwed up last night, y'all. I'm going to tell you what, I screwed up. I had a real candle burning under there. Smelled so wonderful. I stepped out and come back in, and I thought, well, what in the world is burning? I'm going to show y'all something. Can you see where it was getting hot up there? I darn near set my deal on fire, so now we doing battery operated. We are taking the safe way out. Like I said, mistake learned from. I never dreamed that candle being that low would get that hot. Now see, if I didn't learn from that mistake, I'd have been in a lot of trouble. Are you leaving, Joe? Good night, sweetheart. Love you. Take care. Yeah, Dwayne, that was a big oops. Like I said, people make mistakes. I consider myself a pretty good person, but that was a stupid move upon my part. And I was thinking I have enough clearance that it won't catch that wood on fire. There's plenty of clearance there because it had 8 inches of clearance from the top of the candle. And I thought that candle won't burn that hot. Oh my goodness, that's cute, Willow. Oh, Red leaving too? Night, Red. You have a good night's sleep, sweetheart. Yeah, he was. Well, I went in there and I thought I'm gonna get me some water. I left out of here long enough to just get water. I guess it'd been burning long enough for me to get used to that smell and not notice it. So I went and got me some water, and I come back in this room, and I was like, it smells like something's on fire. So I turned around and I looked, and there was that black spot. I said, oh crap. Pulled out that candle, blew it out. I said, boy, that was stupid. So now y'all get to watch a battery operated candle. Tim Tam, that's cute. So like I said, mistakes happen. They're easy to make. But if we learn from them, then it was good. If we don't learn from them, then there's something wrong with us. Haha, yes it is. Oh, they're a biscuit? How are you, Selena? But I just hope if they go and watch this, they don't think I'm talking trash about them, because I'm not. It's not their fault. And I know if something happened, something actually happened to those goats, them kids are going to be sick. They're going to be sick. Oh, me too. Me too, Eva. Yeah, their parents are precious. You know their dad is he's worried. He was doing his best to find them. The kids were doing their best to find them. But the thing of it is, if the dogs did get them, they're not going to be far from the house. That's why I sent the kids a message and told them to watch for buzzards. And if they see a buzzard, go and investigate. Oh, I hope they come home too. Me too. My heart was just, it was sinking. My heart sunk when they showed me that fence that had been knocked down. That showed me something was after them for them to knock that fence down like that. So, hey Patty, welcome back, honey. It's gonna get quiet just a minute, y'all. My water pill has kicked in. So y'all talk amongst yourselves and I'll be right back. Okay.
There you go.
I'm talking on the internet. Oh, here we go.
That's
well, thank you.
Pretty.
Thank you. It's that.
Why do you have it on that instead of you?
Because I'll do this. I do that when I have to have a break.
Mm.
Hey, Wendy.
What's this?
Oh, hey, Miss Davita. How are you?
Is this fancy?
Just, will you quit nosing, little girl?
Just wondering why it looks so funny in a tiny fancy bag.
Oh.
You know that tea's sweet, right?
Yeah, I know.
I didn't make it very sweet because I
Nope,
knew you'd
you
get into
didn't.
it. I knew you'd get into it, so I didn't make it sweet. Or very sweet, at least. What
So-
I do, I just get sugar and add hot water to it and then put it in the tea.
Kumbaya. Yep. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, Big Brother's on? So what have you been up to today, Miss DeVita? Has everybody had a good day today? I'm hoping y'all had a blessed one. Holy moly, how did I do that? 20 people in here and 21 likes. And I ain't got a dislike yet, so I'm doing pretty good. I've got somebody that's been going behind me and giving me a dislike. That's so funny. Holy moly, 23 and 19 people.
This is the prettiest palette I've ever seen in my life.
So, oh. Oh, you had to work, Davita? Oh, well, that's awesome, Heather. Lurkers. Hey, I like lurkers. Lurkers are nice people. Well, most of them are. Most of them actually are pretty on it, off up. Most of them are outstanding, wonderful people. Every now and then you get one that's not so nice. Hey, Jenna. What is an earwig? I am going to have to look up an earwig. I have heard of them all my life. I have no clue what they are. Did y'all get moved, Jenna? Or the biggest part of it moved? They're nasty little buggers. I have no clue what they are. I have heard of them. Two loads going tomorrow. My goodness, girl. Oh, they're a pincher bug. I'm going to have to look them up. I've heard of them. But as far as I know, I've never seen one. Uh-oh. I missed it. I gotta scroll. Oh. That sounds good. They ain't very big. I have heard of them. I have never seen one. And you'd think I would have seen one. I might have seen one and just not known what they were. I may have seen one and not known what it was. Oh, that's cool, Jenna. Something just flew in my hair, y'all. Probably a moth. Oh, it's on the rear? Oh, good night, Eva. Thank you for coming in, sweetheart. I have got to go look at one now. I've probably seen one and not known what it was. We'll look up faster than you. Oh. Has anybody seen Sonia today? Anybody know how she's doing? I needed to go over to her channel and catch up on some videos. I tell you what, I get so... Oh, they're flattish too? I have heard people talk about them being in their gardens, and I have never seen one. Oh, goodness, Selena, bless your heart. Oh, no. Dry lightning out in the desert is not good. I may have seen them. I may have, but I can't recall them. But I'm going to tell you what, y'all, since I had that stroke, I'm kind of dingy. But yeah, since I had that stroke, I just kind of, I may see something and not remember it the next day. It kind of goes, like they say it goes in one eye and just falls out the other ear. Oh. No, I can't recall ever seeing one of those, Willow. Oh. Now, Dwayne, where do you live, sweetheart? I don't, I'm just being honest. Don't know how funny it is, but I'm being honest. Oh, Washington State. I'll look them up when we get off of here. I'll have to remember. Now, is that what they made that? Y'all's gonna laugh at me. All right, you remember the Wrath of Khan Star Trek movie? Was that supposed to be an earwig that went in his? You know. Write it down. Yeah, I'm gonna have to write it down. Thank you, Dave. I know they don't go in ears, but is it kind of what the Wrath of Khan was done after? Because ain't that what they called that stupid thing? Was it earwig in the Wrath of Kwan? I know there's some Trekkies out here, people. I know I'm not the only one that was a Trekkie. I'm sorry, Selena. Oh, hey, Heather, how are you, honey? But yeah, I know I'm not the only one that used to watch Star Trek. There's got to be some more of y'all out there that knows what I'm talking about. I am good, sweetie. Share 9 their stories next chat. You never know what this chat's going to go from. Just like Davita's chat, you never know. It can go to puppy dogs and kitties to diarrhea in like 3.0 seconds flat. We're talking about an earwig, and I said, is that something like they was showing on the Wrath of Khan? Where that thing went in that guy's ear, and they said it don't go in your ears. That's making fun of me. I said, well, is that what they were mimicking it after? Oh, heck, I know how that is. I know how that is, Heather. Put the candle back up and look now. Huh? You want the candle? Okay. There you go. Oh, thank you. See? Patty was a Trekkie. She knows. She knows. She knows. She knows what I'm talking about. Google has all the answers. Oh. Well, while y'all get to watch that candle for a minute, I'm gonna do what YouTube says I can't do. Oh, you went to the Asian Lantern Festival? That's cool. Now, where are you, Heather? I would. Oh, you're in Ohio. They were supposed to. It may be at Christmas time. They had an Asian festival in Tulsa last year. I'm hoping they have it this year. Something of the lanterns. I'm wanting to go to it and see it. I have never seen such a thing. Hey, Tony, how are you, brother? I've still got to watch your video on washing your house. So do you use a pressure washer? Heather, do you have a channel, sweetheart? If you do, put the pictures on your channel and share them with all of us. know, Miss Heather, we may just have to get you a channel so that you can share all your pictures with us. You got Instagram? Cool. Let me write you down, make sure I get you on Instagram. That way I can see your... So I can see your pretty pictures. Why do I make an R that looks like a V? And then when I go to do something, I can't read what I'm writing. Clover Meadows. Okay, I'll get you followed here in a little bit, sweetheart. And I don't know if Tony answered me or not. I gotta go back up now. Yeah. They said I couldn't have a cancer stick. So, by golly, I found a way I can have one and them not gripe at me. Because you can't be monetized if you have a cancer stick. So, as long as y'all don't see it, ain't nobody can do nothing. Now, Wendy, did you Google that or was you a Trekkie too? Oh, that's cool, Heather. Oh, good night, Monica. I'm sorry, baby, I missed your comment. I know, but by golly, yeah, Bella was telling me about it. But it's okay for them to do the, puff, puff, pass. Or do the glug, glug. But heaven forbid you have a cancer stick. Bella said that's what they were saying. I took Bella's word for it. She ain't never steered me wrong. You need to, Heather. You need to. You can show us all the pretty things you see, and we can follow you, go through your experiences with you. Y'all got stuck with my goats today. I know. I know. That's what I was talking about the other day. I said they're trying to eliminate smokers, but that's where they get most of their blame taxes from. And they treat us like we're criminals. Thank you, PJ. You too. You have a wonderful night. Why, hello, Maria. I don't remember seeing you come in, sweetheart. I don't know. But you're not supposed to use the word in chat. You're not supposed to use the word on your video. So that's why I said cancer stick. Oh, that's sweet, Heather. Yeah, we can sing campfire songs. We can sing Kumbaya. I don't know the words to it. So when you see my candle come up, you know that it is one of those breaks. Here I is. I'm not hiding no more. Oh, good night, Tony. Sweet dreams, hon. Well, I think I'm keeping everybody up. Davita, are you going to have a live? Because I've already been on here over an hour. Y'all got to watch the candle twice. Oh. I know I need to look here, but I can only see the chat up here. So, oh, did Amy have a live today? This weekend, what am I doing? I'll be trying to work on the cabin to try to get it ready. My son-in-law moved out of it, so I can work on it. I got so much stuff, y'all. Oh my gosh. I walked over there today because I've been storing my decor stuff over there. And I was like, oh my gosh, how in the world am I supposed to fit all that in this little closet? I can't. I've been working on my closet, me a closet for some of my decor. Just my Christmas is going to take up all that closet. And then some. So I'm like, what in the world am I going to do? Well, Amy, I can get off of here and you can go live. Oh, honey, yes, I have a she shed. It's called my cabin. But now I'm having to fix it up so that one of my kids can stay in there. Thank you. Thank you, Tinker. Thank you, Patty. So I'm going to have to fix it up so one of my kids can live in it. Yeah. I may just have to turn this room into a she shed and then do all my lives and stuff out in the camper. That may be my only avenue. You'd never do what? Oh, do a live? In front of me? Oh. Hey, welcome back, Selena. I didn't notice. Did Davita say whether she's going to do a live tonight or not? So I may start doing my lives out in the camper. Oh, my sidekick, she is watching Stranger Things. Hey, Pat. Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Patty. I try to go in There's a few people I'll do my best to stay through their whole lives, but the others I can't. I can give them 10, 15 minutes. Now, Davita, I try to stay on hers until it gets late. I can't. But everybody else, I try to give them at least 10, 15 minutes if I can. Or if I can't watch the live, I'll at least turn my computer on for their live, and I'll be doing something else. I'll be one of them people that they're calling a lurker, but I'm just letting people get their time. And I have left my, like the late night people that are friends of mine, if they have a live going on, and a lot of their lives are like 6 hours long, if I'm going to bed, I'll turn on their live, and I'll go ahead and go to bed. That way they're still getting that view time. And they get the full deal of it. So, I try to be fair to everyone, but you know how hard, I mean, I'm subbed to like 2,500 people. I can't do that for everybody. I tried my best. I try to go and give it, I go through my sub deal and try to go give everybody some view time, but it's hard. It's really hard. So I don't get aggravated when people don't do the same for me, because it's almost impossible. It's good to see you. You're not doing a live tonight? When are you doing a live? Because a lot of times I don't get your notifications that you're doing one until after you've already been on 30 minutes or so. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's how it goes, Heather. That's how it goes. Yeah, it is hard, because you want to try to do it. You want to try to give everybody that time, because you know. But man, it's hard, because if I was to do it, I'd never leave. I would never be able to leave my computer. You never get the notifications early enough either? I don't either. I usually get them about 30, 45 minutes after she's been on. Drives me bonkers. Good night, Cheryl. You take care, sweetheart. Yeah, it's humanly impossible. I had the bell clicked to everyone. I had the bell clicked to everyone. And it got to where I was having, because some of them were doing it, oh my gosh, some of them would do 4 or 5 videos a day and then do a live, and it was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I would have 6,000 deals in my email, and I was like, I just can't do it. Hey, Walter, how are you? So, but you know, well, the thing of it is, Pat, I'd forget who in the world, if I was to do that, I'd forget who in the world I have. So, when there is a challenge, whether I'm in the challenge or not, I will go to those people's playlist, and I will play that playlist. even if I ain't sitting here personally watching it, every one of those people get a view because I'll let that playlist play while I'm working. You know, I mean, I try. I try my hardest to try to help everybody, but dang. Oh, well, cool. That's the only time I'm on time, Patty. The rest of the time, I'm never on time. But like if like when Pat does a collab on somebody's channel, say it's somebody I'm not even subscribed to, I'll go to Pat's, I'll hit that playlist, and then I'll set that deal there. I'll make sure I watch Pat's first, and then I'll click back to the top person and let that playlist play through. I mean, a lot of them I'm not a follower of, and I still give them the view time because they need it, you know. But I do that whether I participate in that invite or not. And then when Kate Bug's not home, oh, thank you, Selena. I love you too. And when Kate Bug's not home, if I'm doing a live, I normally have somebody's playlist going on the TV in Kate's room. So they're getting watch hours. So I try my best to help people. But if people did that for me, my gosh, there's no telling how many watch hours I'd have. Selena. Oh. I try. Sometimes there's some days though I just can't do it. But I do my best. Yeah, that's a lot of times I may not leave a comment. There's a lot of people I watch that I may not leave a comment. Like Jamie, I play his stuff. I may not leave a comment, but I watch it. There's just some days I comment all the time, and then other days I just don't. I'm like a hermit crab. I just go in and that's well, Justin's. I watch Justin's. A lot of times I don't leave comments, and sometimes I leave a comment. But that there's some days I'm like a hermit crab. I stay in my blame shell. I'll let it play, but I don't talk. So. Yep, I always leave a thumbs up. That's okay, Selena. That's okay. I appreciate you too. Hey, Desert Angel Homestead, how are you? How are you? Now, if I'm cooking, I've got my phone in there playing while I'm cooking, and I'm going to be honest with y'all, I have no idea how to comment on a phone. I don't even know how to do a thumbs up on the phone. But by golly, they get their watch time. Hey, J. Richard, how are you? Well, we just got all sorts of new people coming in here tonight. Some I've seen before, some I haven't. And it's welcome to the new people. I hope you enjoy your time around. I'm going to tell you, this is Oklahoma. We'll treat you so many different ways. You're bound to like one of them. Well, see, on my phone, I can just take my phone if I'm watching, I can take my phone and listen. And, I may not be watching it, but I'm listening. You've been to Oklahoma? Well, I tell you what, you like the people treat you so many different ways. You're bound to like one of them. Oh, I know you from Amber. Oh, okay. Well, welcome. Did Sonia come in? Oh, there she is. Hey, Sonia. Not Jamie. You take care, sweetheart. Yes, I was. I was asking if anybody had seen you earlier. And everybody said, no, we hadn't seen her today. I said, well, I hope she's okay. Oh, well, that's okay, Amy. That's okay. Ah, you're walking around Kmart. Oh, he's at Fort Sill. You know, that's one of the hardest places they do boot camp. My son was at Fort Sill. I take care, Pat. Oh, wow. You went all the way from Pennsylvania to Fort Sill. Goodness gracious. There you go. Wait. That's one way to do it, Angel. Well, y'all, I've been on here for over an hour and a half. I don't see how people do 6-hour lives. I used to be able to do it. I can't hang no more, y'all. I'm getting too old for that. But I do like coming on live, making sure everybody's okay. Yeah, I'm old. I'm old. Now, a few years ago, I could hang with them young kids. I could hang with them. Not now. I'm like, okay, I gotta go to bed, kids. Y'all have a good night. Well, I'm glad you did too, Walter. Shoot, ain't no spring chicken, darling. This is one of them chickens. She's got so old, she's fell off the blame truck. I wish I was a spring chicken. Man, I wish I could do the stuff I done 3 years ago. Yeah. I'm trying to get Betty to do lives. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My internet on my computer's screwing up, so I ain't going to be able to keep up. Uh-oh, you're 50... Hold on. Crap! Oh, I'm 50. I'll be 51 in November. How I made it this far, I have no flipping clue. Dang it! Bye, Pat. Talk to you later, sweetheart. No, I didn't see it. Y'all remind me, if I ever start making money on YouTube, to get me a stupid computer. Because this one's got to where it shuts the Wi-Fi adapter off about every 20-30 minutes now. It drives me bonkers. One of these days I'm going to have a computer. I do everything with my phone now, so I'll probably wear the phone out. And then I'll be in trouble. Pause. Alright, good night. Good night, Amy. Alright, I missed what Richard said. I had to refresh my stupid computer. Because why? It's Well, congratulations, Richard. Oh, good night, Wendy. That's cute, Heather. Alright, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Oh! Ha! John, don't do me that way. So did y'all get things worked out? Please tell me yes. Oh, yeah, I'm going to call it a night, y'all. And remember, the world is a better place because y'all are in it. Please, 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 please don't ever forget it. And I love you, and so does the good Lord above. No, you have one. What? Explain that to me, John. Or Richard. Whatever you want to go by. Good night. Is Jay Richard still here? Oh, you have a new one. Oh, good grief. Okay. That was fast, brother. That was fast. She has a farm. Well, cool. I was sure hoping y'all could work things out. All right, honey. Well, I'm going to get off of here. I'll talk to you later. Remember, the world's a better place because you're in it. Don't you ever forget it. Bye, y'all. Oh, dang it. Now it ain't wanting to go off.